And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. At that moment the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook, the rocks split, and the tombs broke open. The bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. Matthew 27, verse 50 to 52. One of the most discussed, yet misunderstood topics is where exactly Jesus went 3 days after his death. Some Bible scholars argue that Jesus went to heaven to be with the Father after he died. Others also suggest that he went to paradise to rest after he died. But the real truth is far from these. And in this video, we are going to give a step-by-step account of where Jesus went 3 days after he died. But before that, kindly hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any video from us. First, let's look at something here. Human beings were created differently, unlike animals, plants, or even angels. That means that even after death, a component of us still leaves. Every human being is made up of 3 distinct yet correlative components: the body, the spirit, and the soul. And when a person dies, it is just the body that dies. So after Jesus died, his spirit still remained. But the question is, where exactly did he go? The Bible really gives us a solid clue. Jesus gave a hint about where he will be going after his death in Luke chapter 23, verse 43. And Jesus said to him, "I tell you the truth. Today you will be with me in paradise." So Jesus made it clear to the thief that he will be going to paradise. But what was he going to do there? In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 9, the Bible makes it clear that Jesus Christ first descended to hell. If you read the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, hell is divided into sections, which is the place of torment, the flames or fire, and paradise, which is better known as Abraham's bosom. It will surprise you that 2 men witnessed everything that went on in hell and gave a detailed account of everything that took place there after Christ's descent. The account of Carinus and Lenthius. Carinus and Lenthius are part of the 2 men who resurrected in Matthew 27, verse 52 and 53. And the tombs broke open. The bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs after Jesus' resurrection and went into the holy city and appeared to many people. Carinus and Lenthius witnessed everything that happened after Jesus Christ died and gave a detailed account of what exactly happened. According to their account, no man, not even saints like Daniel, Isaiah, David, or even Adam, had made it to paradise. All these saints were kept in a prison, however. According to prophecies, they were awaiting their redemption and had dwelt in bondages for thousands of years. As they were in prison, they saw a purple light, which did not resemble one they have seen before. It was so bright that the lights could penetrate through the mighty gate of hell. The announcement: Beelzebub, a mighty principality who was the gatekeeper of hell, queried Satan what that mighty light was. And that was the point where Satan announced the descent of Christ into hell. At that point, there was gross panic in hell, as all the demons could attest to the mighty miracles and power Jesus Christ possessed, even when in the flesh. They somehow knew their end had come. Suddenly, a voice spoke out, as in the voice of thunder, calling out to the prince of hell, who is Beelzebub, to open the gates of hell at once. Beelzebub was afraid to go close to the gates because the voice which called out was like one he had never heard before. Behold, as all eyes continued to watch, the gates of hell opened by itself, and the Son of God, who was so mighty in his glory, walked in, causing all the saints held in the prisons to sing out praises to Christ, as they knew that was the day of fulfillment of the prophecy in Psalm 16, verse 10. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Right at that instant, all the prisons in hell broke loose, and the gospel of Christ Jesus was re-preached to all held in chains, and all those who accepted the gospel were relieved of their chains, and were taken with Christ to paradise, including Adam and the prophets. When they reached the gates of paradise, they were welcomed by an angel who kept the gates of paradise. Not long after, they saw a man who wore tattered cloths and had the appearance of a thief who had been beaten. When they asked him who he was, he revealed he was one of the thieves who was crucified with Christ on the cross, and he showed the symbol of the cross which was embedded on him for an evidence. The account of Carinus and Lenthius, though not added to the Bible, contains details that are verifiable in the Bible. Their account was added to the book or archives of Nicodemus, which was not approved as a biblical test, hence did not make its way into the scriptures. But it does give us a near-realistic view of what happened 3 days after Christ descended into hell. Please become part of the Third Eye family by smashing the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends. Our next video will be even more insightful, so hit the notification button so you don't miss our next upload.